Welcome back, my friends. We are working in this journal today. We still have a bit of decorations to do, but it's coming along well, I think. So let's create a few things and see what we can accomplish today. So I did a little drawing of a botanical, so we are going to paint that one today, and then we are going to do some fodder too. So this a little bit more close so you can see what I'm doing. Put that away for now. So I'm taking some sap green and add a little bit of red, so we get a green that isn't so light. And then I'm just going to add this. This is an old page from some old tax papers that I found in the oldest house on my property. From the, I guess it's from the middle of the 40s or something like that. So it's not so old, but it's my grandfather that have used these papers. So I just did a quick little easy sketch with some greenery, some leaves on a stem. Nothing particularly fancy, but it adds so much to a page if you make something of your own instead of just using digitals or already made pictures that are perfect. I like to do my own thing. It isn't always high quality of it, but it's me and my painting. So for those who like authentic painting, this is something for you. Just splattering some water on them. Just using the tip of my brush and give the stem some colors too. And I have painted this page with a thin layer of matte medium, so it won't soak in the color right away. I like when it's floating around a little bit. And you can add several layers if you would like to, with different papers. No, not papers, different layers of color. I was searching for my paper, so I said paper instead. So I'm drying it a little bit off so I can add a little bit of the clearer green, just to give it some life. You can use darker and you can use lighter. but it makes it a little bit more like real leaves that are mostly several color on each leaf. And then we can even add a little bit of brown and just let that float into the leaves. Let's put this away a little bit to dry, and I will show you another thing. I bought these dies really cheap, and it's different kind of leaves, and they are totally unusable. They were not cutting out anything good. It just made a pattern on the paper, and that was it. So I stood there and thought, let's throw it away and forget about them. But then I realized we can use them as stencils instead. So they can get used for something. And I did that. So I took my leaves and put them down, and took a pen and draw around them. And if you would like to, you can also make some of these patterns that are inside them to make it look more like real leaves, instead of making your own veins, if you don't like that. So if you buy things that isn't going to work, try to use them for something else. So that was the worthless dies that actually was perfect as making fodders. So we are going to make that. So I'm going to wet the paper, and this is a cheap watercolor paper, so it's 300 grams, so it's really sturdy, and I think that's good when you are making fodders that can use this for writing or decorations. And then I'm just dabbing in some color. Now you can freely go in with different colors and let them float around. And you don't need to do them green. You can make blue leaves. That's also nice. Or red or green or yellow for the fall. I had some green on my brush, so they didn't get totally blue. You can even add in some green. So this way you can use your dies for something more than cut out the shapes. And you can actually do the same with your other stencils. If they are sturdy and you have this this big shot or something that you can put it through, you can get patterns and emboss your papers with your stencils. It won't cut them out, but you get a really nice embossing from them. If you have this rubber plate that is for the big shots, that makes it a little bit easier to press it down, you can add that for a better impression. Or a soft paper that can press it down a little bit more than the ordinary plates do. So I'm going to show you that another day, how I do with my stencils and make embossed paper from them instead of just using them as stencils. More water, I think. And we are going to cut these out, so if the color moves around, it's totally all right. We are going to cut them out anyway, so can make this beautiful pattern instead, and that's nice. So give them some water. And let them do its own thing. Just making sure I have color all the way out to the edges. I didn't tape this paper down, so it will buckle a bit, but that's okay. Adding some different color to just make them a little bit more fun. And some more water. To give them some texture. A bit pooling the water. So taking a little bit off so they will dry today at least. If you just use a little bit of red, you will get this darker green color that you get when you blend green and red. Okay, let's dry these and see if we can decorate them and use them in the journal. So when they are dry, you can decorate them however you want. I mostly draw around them a couple of times so I get a double line so it doesn't look so neat. I like when you can see that it's made by an amateur. And not so proper. And you can also decide if you want to leave a white line around them or if you like to have them as they are. And then you can of course do an ordinary leaf with some veins going out from the middle or the sides like this, or all the way, which you like best. But you can also do something else. You can write something on them, make words that is something special, or just like I'm doing here, I'm scribbling. Just for some pattern. Like that. And then you can cut it out. So just because something is a typical thing, like a leaf, you of course don't need to make it look like a leaf. Do whatever you want. It's your leaf. And you can make circles in it. Or you can make butterflies. You can do initials. You can stamp with some pattern. Have fun, and sometimes it's more fun to break the rules or actually make something instead of just staring at the paper and don't know what to do. Like that. Then you have a fun leaf, but not a typical one. And you can of course make it blue with yellow dots or whatever you prefer. You can make them black and then write with a white pen on top of them to give them a little special look. Enjoy the process. As I used to say, it's better that you enjoy the process and throw it away than you try to do something that is boring and you don't like it. It was that way I learned to be a bit more looser and not be so neat about everything. I told myself that I can actually throw it away when I'm done. I don't need to to do something just because someone else did it that way. Make your own thing. And the same with your journals. If you use them as writing journals, no one needs to see what you write. It's your journal, and it's absolutely perfect to use your journals as a friend. That you tell everything you don't want to tell someone else. It's really good for your mental health to get things out, but you don't need to say it to hurt someone or to make things difficult. You can just put it in your journal, and nobody needs to know what you actually think. So now you can use these as they are, as a little decorative fodder. But you can also put them on something else as a decoration. Are they big, you can use them as a writing space. If you want to tone down the white space, just give them some distress ink, like this. But then you can take maybe a piece of something else you have already made, and you can add a leaf like this, or put it on, let's take something else. Just use it as a background for something that you would like to have. So you can use this as a pocket and kind of put it in like this. Put textile on it, or see if we have something that could go with the same colors. And I think I have here we are, one of the pockets that I did yesterday with the textile. So I have layered textile, paper, textile again, more paper, and then this flower leaf that I put down. But then of course you can just use them as ordinary fodders and put them in pockets for someone else to play with them. Maybe just tuck them in and make a beautiful bouquet with them in the journals. That's also something too. You can put them in kind of like this, so they overlap each other, and then you can put them so you can fold them up like this and something is hiding behind them. That's another way to use your small fodders. So I hope you got some ideas for your journals, and maybe also for the die cuts that you won't be able to use because they are totally worthless and not sharp enough to cut your papers. You can get those now and then, so you get what you pay for, and I didn't pay almost nothing for these, so it's no harm done. I can use them for something else and have fun anyway. So thank you so much for watching, and go and play with your fodders and make some fun things. See you soon again. Bye bye from Sweden.